morning, students. So in lesson number 2 we have a lesson named rational numbers. So in this lesson I want to explain introduction. Okay, in this introduction, before going to rational numbers, that means what are rational numbers, all those things, before that let us recap what we have studied in previous classes. So we have studied that what are natural numbers, whole numbers, integers. So what are natural numbers? Natural numbers, the numbers which are counting numbers in the sense like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. All these numbers are called natural numbers. You all know this. Yes, children? And the next comes whole numbers. What are whole numbers? Whole numbers are the numbers which are natural numbers, and we include 0 in natural numbers. If we include 0 in natural numbers, they are called whole numbers. So whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. So these are whole numbers. The next you have studied that integers. What are integers, children? The integers are the natural numbers, 0 and negative numbers. Yes or no? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. and -1, -2, -3, etc. So all these numbers are called what? Integers. So the integers we are representing on the number line also. Yes or no? So now, these are these are the type of numbers we studied in previous classes. Now next is, see here, natural numbers, whole numbers, integers we studied. All these numbers are, let us put in one basket. All these numbers, natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, all these let us put in basket, and then now the remaining numbers, still more numbers are there, children. So those are, like we all know, fractional numbers. Yes or no? Fractional numbers, and then the decimal numbers we have. So many numbers we have, still more. So now let us include fractional numbers to that means in the basket. That means we have put natural numbers. Once again I am repeating, listen carefully, children. Natural numbers, whole numbers, integers are there in basket. Now let us add fractional numbers in the basket. Now natural numbers, integers, whole numbers and fractional numbers also we have added. All together are called what? Rational numbers. Understood, children? See here, the rational numbers are the numbers which are natural, which are integers, which are whole numbers, which are fractional numbers. Yes or no? Now let us have one particular definition for rational numbers. So what are rational numbers? Any number which can be expressed as p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0. See once again, children. Once again, children, look at this. In the lesson 2, what we are going to learn particularly about rational numbers. In the lesson 2, rational numbers. See children, what I am sending now video, that is part 1. It is not complete lesson. It is part 1, introduction, and some exercise also is there in this video. Okay, I am sending that for you people. Okay, now let us see what are rational numbers. Any number which can be expressed as p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0. And even children, you, that means the numbers I told now, numbers, natural numbers, integers, whole numbers, all together if you put, we get rational numbers, that is including fractional numbers also. Fractional numbers, you know, 1 by 2, 3 by 2, minus 5 by 7, all these numbers are fractional numbers. So together they are called rational numbers, I told. But how can we define this? What is a definite definition of rational numbers is any number which can be expressed as p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0. See children, you may be thinking, what is this? Ma'am said natural numbers are also rational numbers, but ma'am is saying p by q. Okay, how it is possible? See, for example, let us take 1. 1 is a natural number. Yes or no children? 1 is a natural number and whole number and even integer also. But how it is rational number? See children, we have the denominator. All the natural numbers, all the numbers, the numerators what we have and even denominator also will be there. That is 1 means what is the denominator for this 1? So again the denominator is 1. So what is the denominator for 0? It is 1. What is the denominator for 2? It is 1. So like that all the numbers will be having denominators. Okay, that means we can represent this by p by q. Yes or no? See, for example, minus 1 by 2. P is what? Minus 1 and q is 2. And this q not equal to 0. Where p and q are integers. What is the meaning of integers? All positive numbers, negative numbers and 0 also. So all these numbers are called what? Integers. Therefore, if we represent p by q, if we represent any number in the form of p by q, that p by q is nothing but what? Rational numbers. But there is a condition where p and q must be integers and q always not equal to 0. Then all such numbers are called what? Rational numbers, children. Hope you understanding children. Okay, now this is what about rational numbers. Now let us learn. See, in previous classes you have studied about properties of natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, all these things. So now let us learn properties of rational numbers also. So in that properties we get, well, how many properties we have? We have actually closure property, commutative property and associative property. So these are the 3 main properties, and the new property in this we are studying, what is that? Distributive property. This you have studied, I think, in natural numbers, whole numbers and integers also, children. So now let us learn the properties of rational numbers. First property is closure property. So in that closure property, let us test whether this addition, subtraction, multiplication and division holds good or not. Okay, now closure property, in closure property, for example, natural numbers means what is the condition we have in closure property? Like a plus b. When you add a plus b, what you get? Again you will get back that is 5 plus 1. Okay, 5 plus 1 is equal to what? 6. So any number, see, for example, natural number, 5 is a natural number and 1 is a natural number. So if you add both, what you get here? 6. Isn't it, children? So 5 plus 1 is 6. So again you are getting back natural number. So similarly here in addition, the condition is what? That means the thing is a by b plus c by d is equal to what? Again you should get a by b is a rational number, c by d is a rational number. If we add that both, you are getting a number. Now for example, 6 by 9 is a rational number plus 2 by 9 is a rational number is equals to how much you get here, children? The denominators are equal. You know how to simplify. Yes or no, children? Denominator is equal. So 9. 6 plus 2 is 8. So 8 by 9, it is what? Rational number. Then next comes your subtraction. That is subtraction a by b minus c by d. Suppose a by b is a rational number and c by d is a rational number. If we subtract this both, we'll get back rational number. For example, 3 by 5 is a rational number, minus 1 by 5 is a rational number. If you subtract this, what you get? Since denominators are equal, write that. Then the same numbers, 3 minus 1, that is 3 minus 1 is equal to 2 by 5. It is a rational number. Next is multiplication. That means, see, once again, this addition and subtraction both holds good in closure property. Okay, for rational numbers. Then next comes your multiplication. So multiplication a by b. Suppose a by b is a rational number and c by d is a rational number. When we multiply these two, what you get back? You will get back a rational number. Let us choose two rational numbers. 6 by 4 into 2 by 3. 6 2s are 12. 4 3s are 12. That is equals to 1. That is equal to, how you got here 1? 12 ones are and 12 ones are. So what you get here? 1. It is a rational number. The next division. A by b. Suppose a by b is a rational number. Divided by c by d is a rational number. Then a by b divided by c by d, where c by d is not equal to 0. Then only we'll get back rational number. Okay, children? C by d should not be equal to 0. Okay. So here a by b, let us take 1, 2 by 3 divided by c by d. C is 4 by 6 or something. So here 4 by 6 should not be equal to 0. Then division holds good. That is, you can simplify here 2 by 3. So division sign will become into. Then if you write into, then we have to take the denominator. That is, we have to write the reciprocal of that. What is the reciprocal of 4 by 6? 6 by 4. Okay. Now 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. So what you get here? 2 by 2 1s are 2 divided by 2, that is 2 1s are 2 1s are, that is equal to 1. What is this 1, children? 1 is a rational number. Why it is a rational number? Since the denominator is 1. Yes or no? So it is what we got here? A rational number. Understood, children? This is about closure property. Then next is commutative property. What is commutative property? Is commutative property holds good for rational numbers? Let us check one by one, like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now in addition, suppose a by b is a rational number plus c by d is a rational number. Then c by d plus a by b. So that means here we have studied a plus b is equal to b plus a. This is what? Commutative property. For example, 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 2. 2 plus 3 is equals to 3 plus 2. If we write, what we get? 2 plus 3 is 5. And then 3 plus 2 is 5. So that means both are equal. Therefore, commutative property holds good for natural numbers, integers, that is natural numbers and whole numbers. Okay. Now, similarly, in rational numbers also, Whether this addition holds good or not, let us see. A by B plus C by D, that is equal to C by D plus A by B. Now let us take example 2 by 5 plus 4 by 5. Example I have chosen one rational number 2 by 5 plus 4 by 5, another rational number. If we take, that means if we simplify this, since denominators are equal, write 5 as it is, then 2 plus 4 is 6 by 5. Okay children, this is, that means what? A by B plus C by D is equals to what you are getting? C by D plus A by B. Okay. So another example is 4 by 5 plus 2 by 5 is equal to 4 plus 5 divided by 5, that is equal to 6 by 5. This is not another example. So we have taken for C by D plus A by B. So 4 by 5, this we have interchanged. 4 by 5 plus 2 by 5, you are getting back again 6 by 5. That means what? Here A by B, that is 6 by 5 is equal to 6 by 5. So both are equal. Yes or no? So therefore addition holds good, children. So addition is good for commutative property for rational numbers. The next is subtraction. Subtraction is what? Take two rational numbers, that is A by B minus C by D. The same thing you can interchange, that is C by D minus A by B. This is what commutative property. Now A by B is 1 by 5 minus C by D is 3 by 5. If we take, then what you get is what is the denominators are equal. So write 5, 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Correct? 1 minus 3 is how much, children? Minus 2 divided by 5. Okay. Now let us interchange 3 by 5 minus 1 by 5. If we take, denominators are equal, write 5 as it is, then 3 minus 1 equal to 2 by 5. Just observe here, children, minus 2 by 5 and 2 by 5. Minus 2 by 5. Minus 2 by 5 is, and then 2 by 5. Is this 2 are equal? No, they are not equal. So therefore, A by B minus C by D is not equal to C by D minus A by B. That means what is this says us? In commutative property, subtraction does not hold good for rational numbers. Okay children, in commutative property, subtraction does not hold good for rational numbers. Now let us see multiplication. A by B into C by D is equal to C by D into A by B. Now what is, let us take two example, that is example 1 by 4 into 2 by 3, that is equal to, so multiplication is or no, 1 2s are 2 divided by 4 3s are 12. So now next is let us arrange this one, A by B, that is A by B into C by D. Now let us take a C by D into A by B. C by D into A by B. So C by D is 2 by 3 into 1 by 4, that is equal to 2 1s are 2, 3 4s are 12. So therefore A by B into C by D is equal to C by D into A by B. This holds good. So multiplication, in commutative property, multiplication holds good for rational numbers. We all know, children, for example 2 3s are how much? 6. Then 3 2s are is also 6. Is it not, children? So similar way we have done here for rational numbers. Now again the division. So division, in division, let us take two rational numbers, that is let A by B divided by C by D. That should be equal to C by D divided by A by B. Okay, whether these two are equal or not, let us check this one. Let us take two rational numbers, that is 6 by 4 and 2 by 3. Let us divide that at 6 by 4 divided by 2 by 3. Now 6 by 4 into, see here, whenever you get a division sign, you must write a multiplication sign and we have to take the reciprocal. Yes or no, children? Now 6 by 4 into, so I have changed division into multiplication. If we change division into multiplication, we have to write the reciprocal of the next fraction. So what is the reciprocal for this 3 by 2. 2 by 3 is there, 3 by 2 we have to write. That means denominator becomes numerator and numerator becomes denominator. So 3 by 2. 6 3s are, we have to multiply now children. 6 3s are 18, divided by 4 2s are 8. Now let us change this 2 by 3, that is by C by D divided by A by B. Okay, 2 by 3 divided by 6 by 4, that is equal to 2 by 3 into, if we write into 4 by 6. So here 2 4s are 8, 3 6 are 18. Now just observe here, here we got 18 by 8, but here 8 by 8. Okay, is these two are equal? No. 18 by 8 not equal to 8 by 18. Yes or no children? So therefore A by B divided by C by D is not equal to C by D divided by A by B. So this division does not hold good for commutative property of rational numbers, children. Okay, then next property is associative property. Now let us see in addition A by B plus C by D plus E by F. See here children, the same thing we have studied for natural numbers and whole numbers, that is A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. So here we are grouping B plus C here and we are grouping here A plus B. So that means we are solving B plus C here first and then we are solving this together. Then here A plus B. So this is what we have studied in a previous class. Okay. Now in this case we are taking fractional forms in the sense. Why? Because these are rational numbers. We are testing for rational numbers. Now addition. For addition, A by B plus C by D plus E by F is equal to A by B plus C by D plus E by F. So we are grouping C by D plus E by F is equal to A by B plus C by D. So we are grouping this one here. Now is this same? That means is this holds good for associative property of the rational numbers? Yes children. You can test it if you want. Take 3 fractional numbers and then test it. Then you will get that means it holds good. Okay, what about subtraction? A by B minus C by D minus E by F is not equal to, children. You can test it. Yeah, it is not equal to A by B minus C by D minus E by F, children. Now next multiplication A by B into C by D into E by F. Grouping, children, here that is equal to A by B into C by D into E by F. So this holds good. Okay children. So if you multiply, if you interchange and multiply also the same thing. That means if you group like this and multiply also the same answer you get. So that means multiplication holds good. Now what about division? A by B divided by C by D divided by E by F. So we are grouping here and this is not equal to A by B divided by C by D. If we group this one divided by E by F. That means that this does not hold good. Division does not hold good. Division and subtraction does not hold good. Addition and multiplication holds good, children. Okay children, this is about associative property for rational numbers. Now one more very important property, that is distributive property. In this distributive property we'll see addition and multiplication together and sometimes subtraction and multiplication together. Okay children, now let us see what is distributive property. See children, here for example, now 4 into x plus 6. I think you know how to simplify this because you have studied in previous class. How we do this one? How we simplify this? See here what we do here, 4 into x plus 6. That means 4 belongs to x as well as 6. Okay children. Now 4 into x plus 4 into x plus 4 into 6. Why it is called distributive? That means why it is called? Because we are distributing 4 to x and 6 also. How we distribute? By writing multiplication sign. Okay. 4 into x plus 4 into 6. That is 4 into x is 4x plus 4 into 6 is 24. A by b into c by d plus e by f. That is equal to a by b into c by d. A by b into c by d. Then plus a by b into e by f. Okay, children. So this is and that means plus c is there. So we can take minus also. In case of minus also, we can distribute like this. So this property is called distributive property. It is what? Multiplication and addition, multiplication and subtraction also we can see in distributive property.